I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we'll discuss how to sketch polynomial graph and also understand the characteristic symmetry of a polynomial. The question here is sketch graph of a polynomial with following characteristics and write a possible equation. The characteristics given to us are f of minus 3 is equals to 0, y-intercept is 5, and the function has even symmetry. So the polynomial has even symmetry. So that is what is given to us. Now let's try to see how we can sketch such a polynomial. So on a coordinate plane we can plot the information given to us. F of minus 3, that means that x equals to minus 3, let us say this is minus 3, it is 0. So that is the x-intercept. Y-intercept is 5, let's say this point is y-intercept for us. So this is the x-axis, and we are sketching graph of f of x with y-intercept of 5 and x-intercept of minus 3. Now we are given even symmetry. What is the meaning of even symmetry? That means that the graph is symmetric about which axis? Y-axis, right? So that is what is the meaning. Now since the graph is symmetric about y-axis, it should have another x-intercept at x equals to 3. That is very critical to understand. So from even symmetry, we know that f of 3 should also be equal to 0, right? So that gives us the required information which should be used to sketch this particular graph. And now combining all these informations, you could sketch polynomials going through these points. One is like we could do a parabola, right? So we could do a parabola which opens downwards, kind of like this, symmetric about y-axis. So that could be the simplest solution to the given characteristics. And you can find the equation of this parabola. It has got x-intercepts at plus and minus 3. So you can say f of x is equals to, and the y-intercept is at 5. So you could say it is x square, right? So it is x square. Since it is inverted downwards, we say minus. And since we have at 3, we know that should be 9, right? So that should be the equation. Some of you could actually start your equation from this kind of a condition. You can say, well, there are two factors here, so you can say f of x is equal to a times x plus 3 times x minus 3, and then use y-intercept 5 to write down the equation, right? This is x square minus 9, and when you substitute 0 you should get 5, so you could write equation like that also, right? So this is either way you could find the equation. Well, that is one of the functions, but you could do, or you could graph many polynomials with these given characteristics. Let me sketch one more here. So what I'll do this time is I'll make a quadratic function. So let's say that you have a function which turns here and then goes there and turns at the second one also. So I've sketched another function. Let me call this as g of x. Now let me write down equation, a possible equation for g of x. Now we'll use this technique to write equation for g of x. It could be a times x minus 3, means plus 3 here, that is the first 0 since it turns order 2, and at this place x minus 3 of order 2. So we get our function. To find the value of a, we can use the given point y-intercept, which is at x equals to 0 we have 5. So that means if I'm writing x as 0, we could write this as a times 0 plus 3 whole square, and this is x minus 3 whole square. So 5 equals to a times 9 times 9 is 81, right? So a times 81, or from here we know a is equals to 5 divided by 81. So the second function is f of x equals to 5 divided by 81 times. Now some of you could also do x square minus 9 to the power of 4. Anyway, let me write this at present as x plus 3 whole square times x minus 3 whole square, right? So that is our quartic function, which, as I was saying, could be also written as 5 over 81. You would multiply these two with x square minus 9 to the power of 2, right? So that is the second function which I have drawn. Anyway, the idea here is that if even symmetry is given to you, then you should actually get some more information from the given information, just as we introduced a 0 or an x-intercept on the right side, which was mirror image of the given 0. Do you see that? So that has to be same. So that is how you can actually understand and sketch graph of polynomials from given conditions. This is very important to understand, and I hope it is absolutely clear to you. I'm Anil Kumar. Subscribe and learn from my videos. Thank you and all the best.